Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to our channel. And as usual, here we talk about health, wellness, and diets. Now, we cannot start talking about health without talking about the major culprit, which is the liver. So today, in this introductory video, I'm going to talk to you about the liver. Now, the liver is the second largest organ in our bodies. Now, the liver plays a major role in our immunity, and you have to do everything possible to protect your liver. Now, liver conditions come as a result of a fatty liver. And what is a fatty liver? A fatty liver is one that has accumulated a lot of carbohydrates in the form of glycogen, and therefore there is need for this liver to convert this extra energy in the name of glycogen into extra fat. Now, this fat is stored, one, in the same liver, two, in the kidneys, three, on your heart and blood capillaries, and four, on your central abdomen. And now, the liver has several functions in the body. So before we even understand the roles of the liver in immunity, we have to understand the functions of the liver. So function number one, the liver plays a role in all this. Number one is activation of vitamin D. Now, vitamin D is activated by two organs. So the liver and the kidney are related. So the liver activates vitamin D, then also the kidney activates vitamin D. Number two, the liver plays a major role in activation of vitamin A. And that's why most people who have a liver problem have a problem with vision, because vitamin A plays a major role in vision. Now, on iron, the liver does recycling of red blood cells. And you know, the major component of the red blood cells is hemoglobin. And hemoglobin is encompassed or carries high amounts of iron. So once you do this turnover of red blood cells, then that's when we end up having iron. So the liver does this turnover. Number three, the liver, when you're not eating, the liver regulates your blood glucose. How? The liver acts as a storage for glycogen. Every carbohydrate you consume, you break it down to glucose, then this glucose is supposed to be used as energy. But if this glucose has no use at all, the liver converts it into a storage form called glycogen, and then it stores it. So liver plays a role in storage of glycogen. Now, the liver has roles in detoxification. One, food, two, chemicals, and three, pathogens. So pathogens are bacteria, protozoa. The liver has a function in this, and that's why it is involved in your immunity. Now, blood proteins and blood clotting. That one is self-explanatory. Again, the liver has a role in conversion of thyroid hormones, which is T3 and T4. So T4 is the inactive form of thyroid hormones, and the liver converts T4 to T3, the active form. So you can imagine if you mess your liver, then you'll have problems in metabolism, because the thyroid hormones plays a role in metabolism. Now, again, the liver has a function in synthesis of cholesterol. Again, after this cholesterol builds up, the liver has a role in clearing the cholesterol. So the liver plays a major role in both synthesis and clearance of excess cholesterol. We will get to understand how as the videos go by. Now, the liver has the last function, which is buffering hormones. So since the liver produces cholesterol, and cholesterol is the background for all hormone synthesis, so the liver has the biggest role in hormone production. Now, on to the conditions of the liver. Liver conditions. One, once you eat all these carbohydrates, you keep singing about carbohydrates and simple carbohydrates and fructose and all this. Now we will have a video to classify carbohydrates into simple and complex carbohydrates. So now let's go straight to this. Liver cirrhosis is a disease of the liver that is characterized by scarring. How? Once you consume these carbohydrates and the liver gets these inflammatory reactions all the time, what happens? The liver inflammation is characterized by four things. There is swelling, there is pain, there is high temperature, and there is blood flow. Now, at the end of these four, you will form a scar, which is a result of healing. And this scar is the one that is called as liver cirrhosis. Again, liver cirrhosis cannot happen without a fatty liver. So a fatty liver starts due to eating of those seed oils and wheat products. Then you come to cirrhosis. Then this cirrhosis, with time, because the liver is now rigid, remember, the liver has the cells of the liver are regenerative, meaning a third of the liver can regenerate to form a new liver. But liver surgeries are the most tricky because they've not been done so much. So now, cancer comes as a result of all these inflammatory reactions and cirrhosis. Now, we've talked about the functions of the liver. I've told you about the 3 conditions of the liver. And now, how will you get to know that you have these conditions of the liver? One, if you tell me what you eat, I'll get to understand if your liver is fatty or if your liver is healthy. Now, there are people who are thin and they think they're very healthy. The goal is to be lean. The goal is not to be fat. The goal is not to be thin. The goal is to be lean. Now, a lean person has a healthy liver. And how do you get a fatty liver? Or how do you know you have a fatty liver? Now, one, we've talked about the liver being the major player in turnover of red blood cells. That means once it turns over red blood cells, you will release the hemoglobin, which is red in color. And that means your urine will become dark colored. Number 2, you will have itchy feet. Why? Because of immune reactions. And number 3, you will feel tired all the time. Even with rest, you will still wake up tired and all these body malaise. Number 4, since the liver plays a role in breakdown of bilirubin, and now you have a fatty liver, so it doesn't play its role well. That means you will accumulate these bile salts and bilirubin, and that is characterized by a yellow skin. That is what we call jaundice, and even the yellowing of the eyes. Now if you understand all this and how you know you have a fatty liver, now the major point is, what causes a fatty liver? 1, consumption of simple carbohydrates and seed oils. Now, seed oils are very inflammatory. Seed oils and wheat products are highly inflammatory. That means they will affect your security system, which is the liver. Number 2, alcohol. Number 3, smoking cigarettes. Now, all this will be explained later on. So we have alcohol, we have smoking cigarettes, we have diets, which is carbohydrates, specifically fructose, which is found in fruits and also in honey. So again, we have drugs. Most of these drugs that we take before, oral drugs before they have to go through the liver, go through fast pass metabolism. Fast pass metabolism means the first time they get into the liver before getting into the system, they are broken down to the active ingredient. Now that is the role of the liver. So these drugs can be toxic to your liver cells. Again, we keep talking about seed oils. Seed oils are all the seeds that are sourced from seeds. All the oils that are sourced from seeds. That's what we refer to as seed oils. Canola, Elianto, whatever, all those that come from seeds. And now that you've understood the functions of the liver, you've understood the liver conditions, you've understood how to know, or you've now incorporated how to get to understand you have a fatty liver. And now the causes of the fatty liver, what do we do about it? We go straight into the solutions. Now, what is the plan? The plan is simple. To clear fatty liver, 1, you must stop what caused it. So we are interested in the cause rather than the symptom. So you clear what caused it. How do you clear it? Stop alcohol. Stop smoking cigarettes. You have to have also a schedule with the doctor. If you're having so much drugs, personally consider more than 4 drugs on a prescription, that is polypharmacy. So you have to have a schedule with the doctor about the drugs. Number 5, change your seed oils. We recommend animal fat for cooking. We recommend coconut oil. We recommend avocado oil. All this, and olive oil. Olive oil happens to be the only vegetable oil. All these others that are written on vegetable oil is a marketing strategy, so avoid them. Then, vitamin E and vegetables. Vitamin E and vegetables. Vitamin E is a detoxicant. Vegetables have enzymes that are involved in the breakdown of estrogen. You realize fat people, mostly men, they become so emotional. Why? Because fat and cholesterol is a rich source of these hormones, and majorly the hormone called estrogen, which is a female dominant hormone. So once you eat vegetables, vegetables have these enzymes that will break down estrogen. Once they break down estrogen, chances are high you lose the fat. Okay? Once you lose the fat, you have a healthy liver. Number 4, we have keto diets. Now, keto diets, we recommend healthy keto diets. That is purely animal fat and high protein. Okay. The last one is fasting. Now, fasting, we call it autophagy. Autophagy is not just fasting. not just intermittent fasting, but prolonged fasting. So if you incorporate all this, now you'll get to understand why we have all these conditions. So we started with the functions of the liver and all this, so that next time we talk about diseases and sugar and all these things, you get to understand the role of the liver in all this. So see you in the next video.